What's up, little babies? Another Ox Fit production. Big Ox Productions. Gonna come at you with an oxtail, you know, because I hear a lot of individuals be like, when they get to jail, prison, they be like, oh man, I miss my kids, I miss my mom, I miss my daddy, I miss my girl. Well, obviously, you weren't missing them too much because when you were out there, you were fucking up, you know? I always tell that to people. I keep that same energy, you know what I mean? It's fucked up, but it's a harsh reality. I love my kids. I love my baby. Shout out to Yvette and Isaiah. I love you both, you know? But I would never be the one to be like, oh man, I need to get out because I miss my kids. I miss them. I mean, I did at first, but then I couldn't be like that because I'd be a hypocrite. You know what I mean? These are the type of shit you be thinking about in there. And I wasn't missing them so much when I was fucked up off the dope. But then again, maybe I was. Maybe I was using the dope to cope. Who knows? Anyway, so back in the day when when I caught my first case, my son was probably like 2 years old, and my daughter was what, about 4, and the last time I had seen my son though, he was about like 1.5 maybe, barely walking, but he wasn't talking or nothing, and I had only seen him a couple times, and then I caught my time. I was in prison, and did 3 years, and he was 5 or 6, and my daughter would have been 7, 8, and I remember walking into the visiting room. First thing I hear is, "There goes my daddy. There's my daddy." My daughter said that. You know, my parents have brought him up. Shout out to Gladys and Tony. Love y'all. But my parents have brought him up, and I heard her say, "Isaiah, look, there's your dad. There's dad." And my son looked up at me, looked back down at his shit, and was like, "That ain't my dad. So and so's my dad." My daughter got on his ass about it. But I listened to the whole thing. They act like I didn't hear, but I heard it. And the whole visit, you know, I was kind of irritated and upset about it, but at the same time, I can't be. You can't be. How you gonna get mad at a 6-year-old child who don't know you? You expect him to know you because you got the same blood. You know what I mean? I've been gone for all that time. Of course of course he despises me. He never knew what a real father is. You know what I mean? Granted, he's grown into a good man, but I've been locked up most of his life and most of her life, and it's a fucked up reality for them that I put them through that, and that any of us put this people through. These people love us. You know what I mean? And we don't realize this shit on how much these people actually do love us. Your mom, your dad, your kids, your grandkids, everyone. And how their only hope for their kid is for them to succeed, for them to be good, you know? And it's the same way we feel about our kids. Only hope for them, we want them to succeed. So, I'm saying this because when you're out there doing what you're doing, shooting up shit, smoking shit, partying, whatever the case may be, I want y'all to take the time out and think about your kids. That way, when you do fuck up, if you do fuck up, not saying you will, you could actually be honest and be like, yeah, man, I miss my kids. I was out there thinking about them. When the guy comes like, you weren't thinking about them when you were out there, you can honestly say, yeah, I was, man. Even when I was fucked up and getting high and shit like that, I was thinking about them. All right? So think about them little babies and how they need role models and father figures and mothers first. And being resilient, even if you're on dope right now or whatnot, being resilient is the greatest showing of what they want to see. Because then they could be like, damn, my people came from nothing, came from the dirt and came back, and now look at them. So keep that in mind. But I love y'all. Good night. Tomorrow morning, Oxfit, baby. Take care.